Okay. I said, I hope you clip the broadcast.
Oui.
Okay.
We're live.
We're
We're
live.
live now. Alex,
On peut parler en français, ils
tu
comprendront
peux
rien.
l'avoir plus grand.
Non.
Si tu presses sur ça ici, le vert, non.
Non, non, ça ne change rien. Si c'est la caméra, il faudrait avancer l'ordi.
C'est bon. On laisse comme ça.
Parce que tu as déjà les pieds dedans. On peut l'avancer jusque sur.
Dans les yeux, j'ai les yeux fatigués. Hey, c'est bien. Tu peux me mettre orange.
Whoa. There's close to a 3-minute delay, Pierre.
Did you tell him?
He told me, I asked.
3 minutes delay, why? Is it okay? First question, why should I come back to a medical? And then, next question, why are you taking 3 minutes to answer me?
The internet is so slow in here that it takes 3 minutes.
That's the reason why we need that guy. I tell you, Sebastian was very happy with that.
Yeah, but
We have to see if it's working and if it's possible.
Derek was talking about putting it up for October.
It's impossible. You need to have antennas and all that.
We wanted to have one internet for the whole restaurant, one internet access.
He said, the way he said, you can have one little antenna for television, one little antenna for radio, and then but one for, you need many. If you want all the action to the internet, he said it will take a small antenna, and it's 1,000 each.
Okay.
So me, I said one for Ayurveda and the Shine, one for Isha.
Yeah, but in Islam, all of those antennas are connected to one internet access.
So if you do that, like you said, what you do, you will need 20, 25. You cannot put 10 megabytes.
You don't have time.
No, but we will have what the guy can give us 10. Il peut nous en donner 10. Il peut monter à 15, il peut monter à 20, il peut monter à 25, à 30, mais il dit, je vais être obligé de te changer.
Mais pendant les visites, il faudra que ça monte.
J'aurais pu le faire. Ça se fait. Mais le résultat, peut-être qu'à 10, on va correct. Ça dirait de tout analyser ça comme il faut. On fera du soir. On fera pas ça juste avec ce que je cherche.
C'est dur.
Ouais,
C'est dur d'analyser.
mais le gars, il connaît ça un peu. Il va pouvoir nous dire, il dit 400 personnes.
Oui, mais les autres, dans le tête, là, ici, quand il y a eu l'Internet, c'est pour la job. C'est pour comme si c'était un bureau. Mais ici, c'est pas un bureau. Les gens vivent ici.
Va falloir, oui. Tout
Okay,
ça.
so we have 5 minutes. Can we just kind of focus on...
Là, on va focus on l'Internet.
I'm focusing on media. Do we know really where they are coming from, the people? Oh, la picture looks good. She's beautiful. The setup is fantastic.
Pierre, you have to stop talking.
Why?
Because Baba just sent me a message that saying Pierre has to stop talking.
He told us to talk.
Okay, they're collecting questions. Hey, Baba says you look amazing. It's not talking.
It would be very relaxing then. It's the beginning.
So today we're with Pierre and he's the director of the International Meditation Center in Canada. And he is also an art of silence teacher. He is a Sahaj Samadhi teacher. He teaches the blessing course, and he teaches the art of silence course. Did I forget any, Pierre?
No, that's okay. That's enough.
That's enough. Okay. So our topic tonight is Puna. And Pierre, do you just want to say something about why you chose this topic?
Yes. First of all, I would like to welcome everyone. I'm very happy that you have joined this hangout with me and Mehdi. When we were talking about the subject of this hangout, it came to me that title, Puna Punaha, again and again, because I felt that this is so beautiful. It's coming from Sri Sri Ravi Shankar chanting. You know, when, for those of you who have been on the Art of Silence course, we have some meditation, hollow and empty meditation, and after each meditation, Guruji will say, Asangoham, 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 Puna, Punaha. And then Puna, Punaha means again and again. And I felt that it was a good title because many times we're asking ourselves, why do I have to meditate regularly? Why do I have to take courses again and again? Why do I have to do seva again and again? Why do I have to be at satsang again and again? So I felt that this title was covering a lot of subject and was very useful, can be very useful to understand why we are doing all these practices again and again.
So what would you say is the value of doing practice again and again? Because I mean, even people who live at the center sometimes go, "Oh, we're doing this again." So I think it's a question we all ask.
Yeah, I think it's a very valuable question, and even myself, I ask this question many times since I've started doing all my spiritual practices. It's like, how can I say? When we have a nice and beautiful experience, we don't say, oh, I have to do it again and again. We just want to do it. For example, you have a nice meditation. The meditation is so deep, so profound. Then you say, oh, it was so beautiful. Then the next day you want to do it. You're very anxious to do it again because you say, oh, I had such a nice experience. I hope that this time it will be even nicer. So when experiences are really nice, beautiful, peaceful, profound, there is no problem. We don't have to say it. We say again and again, but we say again and again. It's like I want to do it more and more. But when the experience is not so good, in the sense that it's a little bit flat, or we don't feel something that is so deep, we feel that it was on surface, there was some thoughts or some emotions, then, we finish our practice and then we have to do it again, and you say, oh, not again. Because, and then we do it, and then again we feel that maybe it's not what we are expecting. So this is where we found it's difficult. It's a little bit difficult to do it regularly because there are some expectations. Doing things regularly, it is so beautiful the way, Maharishi Patanjali, he said something in the Yoga Sutra of Patanjali, the number 2. Guruji did, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar did a beautiful commentary. It's called Honoring the Practice. And in that, Sri Sri said that, Patanjali said, you have on the path with your practices, you have to do it regularly, no gap, and with honor, and with respect, with sacredness. So it is so beautiful. And I can tell you by my own experience, it is exactly what happened. If you want to stabilize the effect of all the practice we do, let's say doing yoga, if we do yoga, or doing Sudarshan Kriya, which is breathing exercise, doing pranayams, doing meditation, even courses like Art of Silence courses, even the happiness program. If you do it 1, 2 times, 3 times, then this is all you will realize that the effect will be stabilized in your life. This is the only way. Otherwise, it's a little bit like, how can I say, somebody who wants to learn piano. So if you want to learn piano and you have a very good teacher and he's showing you, and then you have to do it at home. If you do it, let's say, once a month, then you will get the benefits of doing it once a month. If you do it once a week, then it will be more benefits. And if you do it once a day or twice a day or 3 times a day, then you become very it becomes very easy, and then you feel that you are growing, that the technique is becoming very easy, that you can play beautiful music and all that. So I feel that it's in our daily life we can see how important it is to repeat some things,
When we were talking about this this afternoon in the park, I don't think we thought about this aspect. It just occurred to me when I was listening to you speak that in our lives are busy, that stress comes again and again. We encounter situations that are, that maybe we lose our balance and our equanimity again and again. And so it's important that, practice, that we also do practice, we go to courses, we do things like that, but that's also an aspect of doing it again and again.
Absolutely, absolutely. And one thing that is beautiful, again, it's always the Sri Sri's knowledge is so beautiful, so simple and so profound. And all these practices that we do, including the courses that we take, all this, it's under one name. And the name is sadhana. This is how, we say, oh, I did my sadhana this morning, which means I did my spiritual practices. The word sadhana is so beautiful. When we understand all these Sanskrit words are so beautiful. Dana means wealth, and sa means the real wealth. So all these practices that we do, this is the wealth, the real wealth, because when we finish our life, this is something that is with us. All the wealth that we have accumulated around us, we leave it behind. But how much we have grown, how much peace we have gained, how much the mind has been clear, how much understanding, how much love we have given, how much seva or service we have given to the community. All this is the real wealth.
Okay, we have a question from someone.
Yes, yes.
And they're asking, do I need to do every course again and again?
I can tell you, by my experience, I think the only course I didn't do again and again is TTC. Teacher training, I think I did once, and I did the refresher course. But all the rest of the other one, I did many times. For example, the happiness program, which is the Art of Living course, before the name. The happiness program, when I met Guru Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, I think I did it about 25 times. Probably 25 times in 1 year, because each time Sri Sri was giving a course, we wanted to be with him, to be in his presence. So the only way to be in his presence was to do the course. So we did the course, and each time I realized it was different. Even if I knew what will come, but Sri Sri has a way to do things in a way that is unpredictable, so you never know when this process will come or how we will do it and all that. And Art of Silence course, I don't know how many Art of Silence course I did. And I tell you now I'm teaching the Art of Silence course, so I've taught a lot of courses of Art of Silence. And if I go and go to Germany in the center there, or in Boone and I have a chance to sit and just do the course, I will do it. Because there's always something new. Always something new. You know? And even the blessing course. I did the blessing course 3 times. The DSN course. I did the DSN course 3 times. And each time it's different. If we come, for example, out of silence course. So many of us, we have taken that course. We know, okay, we know we have to do these processes and we have to do this and we'll sit. And if we go with that attitude, for sure, we are not in the moment, because in the moment, you never know what will happen. For example, in October, Shui Shui is coming, from the 10 to 15. There will be an out of silence course. You don't know what will happen. You don't know. Shui Shui will be there. When he's there, things are, we have no idea. It's always different. For sure, if you sit and we'll have processes, these processes, we know them. But if we do it, this is my experience, and even as a teacher, if you do it like if it was the first time, I tell you, you gain something. And it's the same thing with meditation.
Okay, I have
yes,
several questions coming in.
Good.
One person asks, I have experience of doing the silence course again almost 5 times, and I see new or different experiences with every teacher. Is that normal?
Yes. You know, yes, and it's good. That's the reason why it's good to come and do out of silence course many times, because you will have different teachers, and each teacher has his flavor. The knowledge is the same. The experience, the way the knowledge is carried away by the teacher can be different, but it's all Guruji's knowledge, and the grace. Never forget that the grace is behind that. So it's very good. It's normal to have a different experience. That's the reason why I will encourage you to go and have courses with different teachers. It's very beautiful. Yeah.
Another question says, Guruji recently said that the mind gets well trained through sadhana. Can you explain it more? What is the importance of doing sadhana regularly?
You know, me, what I can say, okay, I will talk with my own experience. The way I see it is sadhana means all the practices. It can be yoga, pranayams, meditation. If I just take meditation, for example, you sit for meditation, you relax, and then after meditation, you go and you act. Then you come back, you relax, then you go and act. In yoga, same thing. In yoga, you will do some exercise. Sometimes you have to put a little bit of effort, and then you relax in the position. It's always like rest and activity, rest and activity. For example, you do pranayams. So pranayams is the same thing. You have to do an effort, and then between pranayams, you rest and you relax. This is beautiful. It's a sort of it's a training for the mind, like Shri is saying. It's a training of the mind, for the mind to relax. When the mind relaxes, it expands, and after that, the mind will come back into the activity. Then the mind focus. The more expand the mind is, the more focused the mind will be after. And we don't have to worry. Oh my God, I'm sitting for doing anything, any practices, and then, okay, is my mind expanding? Is my mind was? We don't even have to think about that. We just have to do it. And again, my own experience is when it's done with honor and respect. I will just give you an example, my own personal experience. Before I will do my sadhana in the morning, even I will do yoga, a little bit of yoga, and then I will sit, and before I will do my pranayams, I always read something. I can read knowledge sheet 1, one knowledge sheet, or right now I'm reading the Bhagavad Gita, which I feel is so beautiful. Just one verse, and then I close it, and then when I start my practices, I am in such a beautiful space of sacredness and honor. And it's easy for me because I'm living in an ashram, in a center, and this is my life. My job is not to go take my car and go in the office and do some work. My job is to sit and do my sadhana first, and then to come at the center and do all the work I have to do. So it's easy. But even if you are in the world, I remember when I was working in the world, I had one room where it was only for meditation. I had an apartment, and that only one room was for meditation. So each time I was coming back from work, I was taking a shower, going in that room, immediately I was feeling some peace, some sacredness. So it was easy for me to sit and then to just do my practices without any expectation. And just do it, you know, regularly with all your heart. And just be there and see the result and see the benefits of it.
Okay, another question. Someone asked, can you guide me if I have to follow one particular course again and again? How do I know which course?
How do you know which course to take?
Yeah.
It's so, we are so lucky to be on this path. Have been on another path before. This path for me is the best because everything is there. You can take any course. Once you have started taking the happiness program, after that, Sahaj Samadhi meditation, beautiful. And then out of silence. And out of silence should be with Guruji, with Sri Sri, and sometimes with an advanced out of silence teacher, because the experience will be different. And then when you have done out of silence course, I would encourage you to do many, maybe 3, 4, 5, regularly, maybe twice a year. This is what Sri Sri recommend, to do at least twice a year. And then after that, I would say DSM course, depending what you want. DSM course is amazing. I remember when I did my first DSM course, I was not there fully. That's the reason why I had to do a second time. And the second time I was there. And I realized it helps you to go beyond your fear, all kinds of fear that you have, It's so beautiful. And then you go for blessing course. Because the blessing course, it is an amazing course. And then seeing what Guruji, if you want to go even further, you talk to Sri Sri, and then you can ask him to be a teacher, and then you go on TTC. I tell you, this is, what I would do if I was you. It's a good program, right?
And lots of choices and lots of places that you can go and do this.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
I was wondering, a few minutes ago you were talking about how there's some difference probably because we're at the center at an ashram and people on the outside. Do you remember back a long time ago when you first started spiritual practices? What made you do your practice again and again?
I tell you, I don't know. What I can say is my first experience with meditation, I was 19 years old. I was at the university at that time, and it happens that one of my friends learned some meditation, and he said, you should learn that, you will like it. And I said, okay, why not? And at that time I was looking for something. I was in the middle of it was my second year in French literature, and I was not very happy. There was something missing. So I said, okay, let's go and see what will happen. And I remember the day, the first day, when I met the teacher, and I went in the room, and then there was a little ceremony called puja. It's a tradition in India. This is how you learn. Before you learn, it's you assist, you bring some flowers. It's just a beautiful little ceremony. I was done. And then my first experience, I was totally done. I said to myself, it's the first time that I'm doing it here, but it's not the first time. I know this. And I don't know, I just happened to continue, do it regularly. It was twice a day, 20 minutes, morning, evening. And I just started. And I think what happened is I was so happy. My experience was so, there was something so happy. It's like my soul was happy. And just the fact that I just went and doing it day after day. Sometime I was on the surface, sometime I felt there was nothing happening. But I don't know, my soul was just, no, you continue, you continue, you continue. It was happening by itself. And I will tell you, I was 19 years old when I started, now I'm 21. Now I'm 65, so it's a lot of years. If I put all these years together, I tell you, I have not missed more than altogether maybe 1 month. I always meditate twice a day. And it's such, now it's become, and this is beautiful, maybe the question you're asking, because for me, it's not again and again anymore. I don't feel that I have to do it again and again. It's just that it's a happening. Like Sri Sri said, you start something, and then till it becomes your nature. And this is what I feel. I feel that now meditation is my nature. Even if I don't think about it, let's say sometime I was going to Quebec City to do satsang. I was leaving around 4:30, 5 o'clock, to be there around 7. And on the way, it was, at one point, I had to stop the car, just put it aside, because there was a pull, not sleeping. I knew it was not sleeping, but there was a pull to go in. I didn't have to make any effort. I was just putting the car on the side, closing my eyes, going so deep for 20 minutes, half an hour, opening my eyes, starting the car, going for satsang. I even don't have to think about it. My body is telling me he needs it because it's trained. The body has been cultured to go in, to come out, to go in, to come out. To go in, I don't care how deep, how deep I'm going, I don't care. I just sit, and just the fact that I'm sitting, you never know. Huh? Like Maharishi Patanjali said, it takes a long time, but it can happen anytime. This is beautiful. So it means you do it with no, oh, I hope that, okay, this time I will reach Samadhi. Or, no, you just, like Sri Sri said something so beautiful. When you want to go to a city like Ottawa and you're in Quebec, you know that you're going to Ottawa. That's it. You don't, on the way, you don't have to think about Ottawa. You have to experience on the way what's happening, to the scenery. This is the same thing. You have to observe your body. Oh, today my body is painful. There's a lot of pain. Oh, my mind is so restless. Oh, there is Rajas there. Oh, my mind is so quiet. Wow. Oh my God. I'm snoring. It's beautiful to experience all this. You know, I have a little story with Sri Sri. It's a beautiful story. He said, one day at the beginning, we used to go out a lot with Sri Sri. There was not so many people. There were maybe 12, 15 people around him, and it was really 1987, 88. And we decided to go to get some ice cream. So we went in Montreal in the car. We stopped in front of the ice cream parlor, and we didn't know inside there was a long queue. So we just left, and Shrishi was alone in the car. He just stayed in the car. So we went in, and then it took about 10, 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that. We came back with the ice cream, so we gave ice cream to Shrishi. And me, I was driving, and then I turned around, I looked at him, and I said, "Oh, I'm really sorry, it took time, and it must have been very boring for you." And then he looked at me and he said, "Not at all." He said, "There is so much to observe. There is so much to observe. Meditation is this. All the practice that we do is observation, and there is so much to observe."
Okay, I have some more questions for you. One is, how do we stay self-motivated to do sadhana regularly?
This is a beautiful question. It's commitment, right? The commitment. Sri has a beautiful knowledge sheet about that, saying that you have to commit yourself again and again. Commitment is the key. If there is no commitment, and if you follow your feelings, you're done. And I have another story with Shri. Just before that. Because if you follow your feelings, it means the feeling will tell you one day, yes, do it. The other day, say, why are you doing it? Why not staying in your bed a little bit longer? Or later on, why not doing this? I have to go, and I would like to just have a croissant and a coffee, and then I'll do my sadhana later. Anything can come on the level of the feeling or the level of the mind. If the commitment is there, Shri said, always listen to your commitment, not to your feelings. Because if you listen to your feelings, you will not go anywhere, because feelings change all the time. And my experience has been, one day I was here at the center, a long time ago, the beginning. And then I was not feeling so good. So Shri called and he said, huh? He was in Germany. He said, how are you? I said, so-so. And then he said, what do you mean so-so? He said, you should feel excellent. He said, what are you doing? I said, not very much. Doing a little bit of seva, usual seva. And he said, are you teaching? I said, no. He said, why? And then I said, because I don't have the feeling to do it. Oh my God. There was a silence. I was wondering, maybe should we just hang up or what? And then he said, never listen to your feeling. Always listen to your commitment. You just have to commit. And I tell you, since that time, I am following my commitment. Even if I'm tired, even if sometimes I don't want to do something, I say, no, this thing has to be done, let's do it. It's amazing. Because the feeling will change. Sometimes yoga in the morning, I'm 65 years old, I'm getting older, my knee is hurting, why should I start doing it? Then if I listen, I will not do it. If I start doing it, after a few minutes, I feel better. So I would say the commitment. There is a greater joy in the commitment than just following the feelings.
Okay, here's another question for you.
Yeah.
When is the next Art of Living course and silence course happening in the presence of Sri Sri?
Beautiful. In October. Yes, it's happening in October, and it will be from October 10 to 15. No? The Heart of Silence course will start on the 10 at night, finishing on the 15, and I think it's the same thing for the happiness program. Now, for those of you who have never taken a course in the presence of Shri Sri, you should do it. but you have to be ready. There will be a lot of noise, especially for those who will be on the Art of Silence. There will be a lot of activity. There will be some people will be talking, some people will be silenced, there will be buses coming, there will be buses going, but the presence of Sri Sri is amazing. It's like it is like a bubble. As soon as Sri Sri comes and come in his courtier, in his little house, immediately we can feel something in the center, on the ground. And then being in his presence, not only being his presence when he will come and meditate with you in the morning out of silence. For the happiness program, he will meet you for sure as a little groups, and you will be with him at night for satsang. But just to be in his presence, it's amazing. It's a transformation. And the fact that you are doing a course in his presence, it's even better. Because Guruji said in Upanishad, remember? Said Upanishad means closer to the master. Closer to the master doesn't mean physical proximity. It is proximity of the heart, proximity of the soul. So when you're on a course, you cannot be in a better space to be with Sri Sri. When you follow the course with the teacher, and then Sri Sri come and do a meditation. Wow. And then you can, at one point you walk, and then you see Sri Sri walk, and you go and walk with him in silence. And then at night you come for satsang. Amazing experience. This is something that, and even happiness program, it's amazing in the presence of Sri Sri. So October, this is the next one. I encourage you to just come and do it. It's so beautiful.
Okay, so when I was interviewing people last time, so many people came to see Guruji in July. And the first question I asked them is, why are you here? They could be here for a course, but no matter what they were here for, the first answer was Sri Sri.
We cannot say how much it is important. And sometimes people, I don't know if there are people who are not devotees or member of the Art of Living Foundation. When we hear, we encourage people to be in the presence. It's not adoration, or it is an experience. Sometimes you go for a show at the Bell Center, like in Montreal, for Céline Dion. So you go there, and then, go and see Céline Dion, it's amazing. When you're there and you sit, you can feel it. It's a feeling. It's the same thing with Sri Sri. You have to experience it. Once you experience it, you say, okay, now I understand. Now I got it. How important it is. And it's beautiful. You know what it does? It's, how can I say? You are in the presence of a person who lives knowledge fully. So it's the best inspiration for you, because that person will always inspire you. Sri Sri is not somebody who is depressed and start complaining. You will see it's no, on the contrary, it will always uplift you. And we need that. We need an inspiration. That's the reason why it's good to be together. It's good to do courses together, to do meditation together. It's amazing. It's so uplifting. The company of people we are with. This is important. Talking about the sadhana, the practice we do, yes, we know that. A bit of yoga, pranayama, sudarshan kriya, meditation, wonderful. Self-inquiry. That question, who am I? Who is the person that is talking right now? Who am I? In meditation, and there is no answer. Sri Sri said that. Who am I? There is no answer. It's like a mantra. Just asking the question is beautiful. And then being in the company of the enlightened. And enlightened, you don't have to worry about it. What is an enlightened person? How does it work? And who? No, no, no. You just have to come, sit, and just experience and see how we are so fortunate because there's not thousands and thousands of enlightened people. Maybe there is thousands of enlightened people, but not all of them are in the world. Many of them are maybe very quiet, living a very quiet life because they don't have any desire to be famous or things like that, so they are very quiet. But there are those who come to help people. And these are called, Sadguru. Guru means somebody who will eliminate the ignorance. So the Sadguru is there to help, to uplift the people. This is the only, Sri Sri says, it's so beautiful. He said, a master, real master is like the ocean. The ocean is there for you. Go on a beach, look at the ocean. The ocean comes, the waves come. They are always there. You can walk along on the beach. You can put your foot in the water. You can go till your knee, till your waist. You can swim. You can go under the water. The master is like that. Ready, available, up to you to take advantage of that. And for me, from my own experience, I'm so grateful to have met a master like Sri Sri and to be able to come and to be in his presence and also to go back home and having all these tools. It's like it's impossible to be unhappy or to be depressed. It's impossible because you have everything you need. Yes.
Someone from Winnipeg is asking, in the midst of a course, I feel love, and slowly it wears away. They don't say if it wears away.
It doesn't stay.
Yeah, and they're just wondering about that.
This is so legitimate to ask that because we would like to have this experience, especially on a course. When we experience love, the love is deep. The love is real because we are in a beautiful environment. The mind is more quiet. Then we realize how loving we are, that it is our existence. We are made up of love. We lose it, yes, but then it doesn't mean that it's not there. It just means that, okay, it's gone. For the reason, we don't have to worry about the reason. The problem is if we want that love to be there forever. If we say, oh, I want that, the forever or always is the problem. Love is always there, but sometimes we are more aware of it or we live it more, and other times it's less there. That's the reason why it's important. That's the reason why we are doing our practice. This is beautiful. Why are we doing the meditation? To just go deep and find out that we are love again. And sometimes it can take 2, 3 meditation and then suddenly, yes. Or to do an Art of Silence course again. Say, oh, yes. And then to be in the presence of the Master, who is the embodiment of love. And then to realize, yes, it's there again. Whoa, I'm losing it again. Whoa, it's coming back again. It's on and off, until it becomes, what can I say, real, established in each cell of our body. This takes some time, and that's what my practice is important.
Okay, I have a question from California. Asking about what other courses there will be during Sri Sri's visit. Will there be any special kriyas?
Yes, absolutely. We'll have the Shakti Kriya. Will be there. Art of Meditation course, Happiness program, Art of Silence, and Shakti Kriya. And also for the young one, there will be Art Excel and there will be the angels. And don't forget, it will be the best time of the year for us here. No bugs, no mosquito, cool at night, cool during the day, and beautiful colors because it's fall, so all the trees will be full of colors. Beautiful time to come. Best.
So we have a few more minutes.
Yep.
And I just wanted, we got another question, and maybe you could just say again about the value of practice.
I would say to do it for yourself. You don't do it for anybody. All the tools that have been given to you by the grace, the generosity of the Master, the love of the Master, you take it and you do it for yourself, for your good, and to see how beautiful we are doing this.
I think I had one more question here that I missed. Somebody wanted to know, is there any time limit between courses I repeat?
This is a very good question. I think it's a question of also digest the knowledge. Guruji talked about that many times. You know, we have to take time between to digest the knowledge, digest with practice, and digest with seva. And then maybe a few months, and then we're not in a rush. It has to be done in a very nice way, wise way.
So Pierre, before we close off the hangout, we just wanted to thank you for hanging out with all of us because it was really great. And there were several comments that came in that I didn't read because we got the questions in, but you can read them later.
Okay.
And I also wanted to thank the technical support team, which was Alain, Balu, and Mahesh, and Bhavik. So we're doing another hangout next week, but that hangout will be in French. Do you want to say something about that? Well, probably the audience is speaking English. But if you have people out there who speak French, please encourage them to come to the hangout again at 8 o'clock next Sunday.
Un beau rendez-vous. Oui.
Okay.
Thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have enjoyed. And I think Mehdi and I will do it again if you enjoy. Okay. Thank you, Jay.